If you don't have this, you will never make it through your move abroad journey. Today, we're talking about your why, the reason you want to move abroad in the first place. This reason will guide you through all the logistical hell that you will inevitably have to face when making this move abroad a reality. For me, my why started out as a feeling when I first visited Paris over 5 years ago. I was jogging along the Seine and I was struck suddenly with this inspiration, with this warm, fuzzy feeling in my heart that I was meant to one day live here. And from then, it turned into a curiosity. From then, it turned into a dissatisfaction of my where I was currently living in New York. And it just kind of grew and grew and grew and evolved. But over the years, my why and this feeling just got stronger. Now, your why could be something that you place more into words or a sentence. It could be, I'm seeking a feeling of freedom. And me too, of course I am. But for me and how my mind works and my body and my spirit, I'm more of an emotional feeling type of person, and then my logic follows this kind of emotion and intuition. For you, it might be something more tactical and something more tangible. You want to learn another language, so that's why you want to experience living in another country. But this reason has to be strong enough and enough of an emotional anchor to guide you through all the logistical hell, through all the paperwork, through all the visa procedures that you're going to have to do. Because there were times, my friends, that it gets so rough. And I already have blocked them out of my memory, I swear. But it gets so rough out here when you're doing this big of a life change. The administration, the new rules you have to learn, all the tax regulations that you have to consider, things like that really can put a damper and a mood killer on your dreams. But not our dreams, because we have this really strong why, and we're going to cultivate that together in this video. So I'm going to give you some journal prompts to work through, to evaluate the why, to tap into that emotion, to tap into that feeling. And we're going to put this into words. And even for me, I think it would help me put that feeling that I had on the Seine into words and put it down on paper. So I'm going to be doing these exercises with you. So here are 3 quick journal prompts that you can use to journal and reflect on to find your why. Number 1, what do I want my life to feel like? Now, for me, I was feeling really dissatisfied, really uninspired, and really disconnected where I was in the US. And I knew I wanted to feel inspired. I wanted to feel uplifted. I wanted to feel creative. I wanted to feel like I was building a future that I was excited about. And so these are all feelings that I actually did journal about, and I thought about so much that it became just a part of my overall subconscious and conscious and my personality. And this feeling really guided me through a lot of the struggles that I faced when I was going through my visa procedure and doing all the paperwork and all the drama and all the, if you watch my last YouTube video about the fingerprinting debacle that almost sent me to the edge, guided me through all of that. So really important there. The second journal prompt is, you can ask yourself, what am I running towards, not away from? So my dad always brings this up with me because he knows that I like to sometimes run away from things when I don't like them, which is such a normal thing. But he was right in that moment where sometimes I did find myself running away from my life I didn't like and not really having direction towards where I wanted to go. So he was right in the sense that I needed to think about what I am actually running to. And just giving you an example, in Paris, I'm running to a life of freedom. I'm running to a life of travel, of the European lifestyle that it's just so different from the United States. I'm running to a more creative and inspiring future, something that like right now I'm doing this book called um Libérez votre créativité. It's a book in French, but it's also a book in English first called The Artist's Way. And I am discovering all these new facets of myself, and I feel like I'm able to tap into those facets of myself because I know I'm in an amazing creative city that has fostered some of the best writers of our time, some of the best architecture, some of the best art. I can go take classes, art classes at Le Louvre, Les Beaux Écoles, Les Beaux-Arts, I think it's called. I can go take art classes at the Louvre and awaken that side of me. So for me, that's kind of what I was running to, this more creative, inspired, beautiful life. And I didn't feel like I could, or that I wanted to have that in the United States. So, what are you running towards? Number 3, what would I regret not doing if I stayed exactly where I am? So, this is a journal prompt where you can reflect on everything that won't change if you keep your life the way it is, and reflect on, will that ultimately make you happy? If you stayed where you are in the next 5 years, are you going to be living the life that you want to live? Ask yourself this question. If the answer is no, I think that you are meant to be somewhere else and you're meant to make this journey. So reflect on those 3 journal prompts. If your answer makes you emotional, that's even better. That's exactly what we want, because this emotion is going to grow stronger and it's going to guide you and it's going to attract resources towards you. And it's going to take you where you need to be. So always listen to these emotions as they come up. So once you know your why, you can make decisions differently. You stop second guessing yourself. You have a more clear vision. You can handle logistics with more clarity, knowing that they're going to sort themselves out because everything's figure outable. We don't have any limits. We can do anything we set our minds to. And if you haven't seen my affirmations video or my mindset shifts video, I'll link it down in the description below. Because you have this strong emotional why, you will begin attracting opportunities that are aligned with this move abroad mission. And I talked about this in my last video about how I manifested my move using the law of attraction. I did attract many resources towards me. I attracted my job, and I ultimately attracted receiving the visa and a successful move. And this was all anchored in my strong why and this emotion that I had and this conviction that I had that I was meant to live here. So I feel like I've rambled on long enough. After doing these 3 journal prompts, you are now armed with the real reason for why you are doing this. You've found your why. Congratulations. This is going to be your anchor and going to guide you along this whole process. And of course, you'll also have me to guide and support you. I'm going to be sharing some videos coming up soon about how to open a French bank account, how to get a French phone number without having a French bank account, and more. And I'd also love to read your reasons if you feel like sharing down in the comments below what your why is for wanting to move abroad, and supporting each other, and subscribe for more content on manifestation and tactical tips and all the things. So see you in the next one. Bisous.